All right, guys, day 15. I know the title says day 14, but I actually trained 2 days ago. The problem is I went to a different gym and they absolutely would not let me film. The staff shut it down immediately. So I had to train without the camera. Honestly, that's really unfortunate because day 14 was like my best planche training session I've had since starting this journey. Everything felt so smooth. The planche press ups felt easy, controlled, and powerful. I really wish I got it on film because I felt like my form was so much better in that session compared to previous sessions. Like it felt like I was doing like a genuine straddle planche, but I just didn't get it on video. But anyway, but I genuinely think training in a new environment played a role in that. The atmosphere, the new people around me, the music, it all gave me a huge adrenaline boost. And I think that made a massive difference, especially with the fact that I recently, like before I went to the gym, I watched this plants training video by Dai Long. I don't know if you guys know this guy, but he's known as the king of the Maltese, right? And I was watching this one video of him like training, and this man was a beast. He was doing 100 he was doing 100 repetitions of planche press ups, literally doing 10 sets of 10 planche press ups with perfect form. And I'm looking at that video and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I can't even fathom doing that. I can barely even do one straddle planche press up. And he's doing 10 sets of 10 reps, literally going from planche press up to handstand and then going straight into the planche without ever like coming down and then doing it again. He's staying on his hands the entire time. Like it was insane. So I think that really gave me a whole lot of motivation because it's like I had a goal. I had a goal in mind, right? After obtained the planche, I want to be able to do what he was able to do. Although, to be honest, I also looked at how long he's been doing planche, and he's been able to do planche for 8 years. So yeah, it's probably gonna take me a good minute to be able to get to a point where, you know, get to the same level as him. But anyway, today's session though, completely different story, right? Today's session was pretty hard, right? This Today's session left me feeling a little discouraged because it wasn't nearly as smooth as the last session, right? I didn't have that same adrenaline this time, and I was training at another gym I'd never trained at before, but the energy just wasn't there. Everything felt so much harder. And I think it was around set 4 or 5 where I got genuinely frustrated because I failed to fully lock out the handstand push up. And that annoyed me a lot. In that moment, I started thinking, damn, maybe I'm not actually progressing. Maybe the last session only felt easy because of the adrenaline, right? So mentally, today's session was tough. That said, the last two sets of the planche press ups actually felt pretty decent. I'm still keeping the rest periods the same, 2 minutes between sets. And right now I'm doing 6 sets of 1 rep for the planche press, right? And then for handstand push-ups, I also increased the handstand push-up volume today from 5 sets to 10 sets of 2 reps. And it was really hard, right? Especially because it's been about a week since I last trained handstand push-ups. And after I'd finished my handstand push-up training today, I realized why the planche was hard. It was hard because my handstand push-up strength has been, went down as a result of taking a week off of training. So then that made me realize, actually, you know what? If I just need to get back into the fold of handstand push-ups. And since I've increased the volume from 5 sets to 10 sets of two, I should have a far better time with planche press ups. At least that's my hope, right? Because I really do want to reduce the rest period from 2 minutes to 90 seconds. Like that's my goal, so that I can increase to and do more sets. So instead of just doing 6 sets, I want to get to a point where I'm doing 8 sets of planche press ups, and yeah. But anyway, going back to handstand push ups, for the last 5 sets, since I was taking longer rest periods, I decided to do full range of motion reps. So I went all the way down, made my head touch the ground and went all the way up. And those last 5 sets actually felt a whole lot easier than the first 5 sets, surprisingly. And the first 5 sets I only took like I didn't do full range of motion. I did partial range of motion, although I did rest like 30 seconds, but still. But yeah, overall, I want to say that it was a solid session, but you know, but yeah, it was an okay session. I'll see you guys in day 16.